Good morning, everyone. Just want to first off say thank you to all of you for taking time out of your day to join me today on this webinar. We're going to be diving into a couple different products that I feel are very important in the industry right now, especially when we're looking at clients' retirement. When we're talking to clients heading into retirement, we ask them what their financial goals are, what their concerns are going into retirement. A lot of times we hear clients say the same things. We hear them concerned about running out of money and keeping up with inflation. So the products we're going to look at today are going to not only guarantee your clients a guaranteed income, but we're also going to look at the opportunity they have to keep up with inflation with some of these products as well. So we are going to go through three products. I am going to go kind of quickly through them, show you some illustrations, kind of tell you where I feel like they fit into the industry really well. So I'd ask you just to kind of write your questions down. I follow up with all of you following the webinar. Can answer your questions on an individual basis. Since we are just going through some products pretty quickly, it'd be best if you just write your questions down and I can answer those when I follow up with you later today. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Laura Johnson. I work here at IAMS, been with IAMS all told for probably 12, 13 years now. I did admin here for a good 7 or 8 years and then transferred over to the marketing team, going on my 5th year on the annuity side. So anytime you need help with any annuity cases, case design, anything, helping get some completed on this front on the annuity side, feel free to give me a call. I'm happy to help you out. I'm going to go through a few intro slides here about IAMS. If you've joined our webinars, you've seen them before, but I'm going to go through them pretty quickly so we can get to the products we're going to be talking about today. So again, if you have any questions, just jot them down and I will follow up with each of you following the webinar. So first, I'm going to talk about a couple incentive programs we've got here at IAMS. First one I'm going to talk about is our new producer bonus. It's a great opportunity for IAMS to kind of partner with you right off the bat to help you get some additional marketing going and help pay for some of that marketing. As you can see on the screen, we've got 5 different tiers to our new producer bonus. You do have 6 months to qualify from this. So from the time you get appointed with IAMS, you got 6 months to qualify. As you can see, $100,000 level, 100,000 in single premium life or annuity application will get you 750 cash, a new iPad, 1,500 postcard mailing, or we could do some marketing analysis and kind of put together a marketing plan for you along with some emails. As you can see, as the levels go up, the marketing gets more in depth, up to doing helping pay for seminars, radio shows, social media campaigns, preset appointments, all sorts of great things available through this new producer bonus. So um, if you are curious if you qualified, or if you're curious where you stand on it, or you want some more information on any of the information on this screen, just give your marketer or myself a call here at IAMS. We'd be happy to walk you through where you're at and get this cashed out for you if you've already qualified for it. But again, it's just a really great way for us to partner with you right off the bat. I will mention there are some restrictions. No controlled business. Controlled business does not count. And then if it's fixed annuities versus indexed annuities, it does count for half credit. So just a couple things on that. Once you're done with your new producer bonus, we do move you into a marketing reimbursement program. So all the business you're writing here at IAMS does count for some marketing dollars. 100,000 of annuity premium gets you $100 of marketing reimbursement. If you do 100,000 of single premium life, that would get you $200 of marketing reimbursement. And if you do 10,000 of life target premium, that qualifies for $200 as well. So just a great way for us to build you a marketing account and just kind of put some money in there for you. Then when you do have marketing expenses pop up, you can pay for those, send us the receipt, and it's a reimbursement program. So if you're curious what you got in your marketing account, you can email accounting@iamsinc.com and request your balance, or reach out to your marketer and we can get that for you as well. We also have a referred producer program. As you all know, your business is built on referrals, and so is ours. So if you are pleased with the services we have to offer here at IAMS, think that some of your colleagues might be able to benefit from what we have to offer, we'll give you $50 when your referral gets contracted, $100 when they do a piece of business with us, and then going forward, you'll earn 20 basis points override on their business after that. So just a good way for us to say thank you to you for that referral. And a good way for you to get some extra money without having to maybe take on the responsibility of a hierarchy or building an agency. I will mention those checks are paid out quarterly. Here at IAMS, it's part of our name, insurance agency marketing service. We're not striving to be the biggest FMO in the industry. We're trying to be number one when it comes to service. So that means helping you from A to Z, whether that be case design, getting you forms, making sure you're compliant on your trainings. Amber and her team they're kind of uh, saying is submission to commission. From the time you submit the application, they're going to scrub it. They're going to follow up on that business every 3 to 5 business days for you, all the way through till you get paid your commission. If you have any service and inquiries that come up, that's what our new business team is here for, is to help you through those situations. I know insurance companies can be difficult sometimes, and so having a back office to help you with that can take something off your plate. Like I mentioned, doing quotes for you. We do have a paperless contracting system. We are insurance based, so really easy contracting process as well. If you haven't worked with our creative team, I encourage you to consider it. Our creative team is here to assist you in what you're out in the field doing, and that would be getting in front of clients. When talking to agents, the number one thing they want assistance with is getting in front of people. Creative team has a lot of resources and availability to help you with a lot of different things, whether it be a newsletter or maybe you're new to the industry and you need a logo, business card, stationery, things like that. All that design work we can do in-house here. As far as on the digital front, maybe you're looking to do social media marketing or some drip email campaigns, or you need a website built. Those are all things that we can do internally here at IAMS. If you're active and writing your business with IAMS, you do have access to our creative department. Depending on what the project is, there could be a small cost, but those marketing dollars that you're earning with IAMS will cover those. So if there's a marketing thing you're looking to do, give your marketer at IAMS a call, talk with them about what you're looking to do, and they can help get you in touch with one of the guys in the creative department. If you haven't been out to our website, www.imsinc.com, some great things available out on our website. I'm not going to go through the whole website, don't worry, but I'm going to highlight a few of my favorite things. Recently, we did add an eApp platform to our website. So if you're logged into our website, you'll see there's eApp solutions. We've got 3 different platforms on there. We've got Firelight, which is pretty industry-wide known eApp system for annuities, some life carriers as well. We do have iGo eApp for the life side as well, and then we have Medicare Connect on the Medicare side. So whether you're doing life, annuities, Medicare, final expense, should be able to do an eApp straight from our website. As the current situation in the environment is right now, a lot of people are having to transition to using eApps, and here at IAMS, we are partnered with you to help get those through. So if you're doing them on our website, it makes it really easy because we can actually log in, see where you're at along the process, help you through completing that eApp. You have access to forms, illustrations. On the annuity side, you have access to Annuity Rate Watch through our website. If you're looking to do life quotes, you can do those. We've got a platform with my pipeline on there as well for life quotes. One of my other favorite things on the website is under the support tab. We've got our sales resource library. It's just a great toolbox for you agents in the field, whether it be looking for some client presentations. Client says, hey, I'm looking to do IRA contributions. What are the limits? What is the, asking for some information on that. If you go out under client presentations on our sales resource library, there's probably a 5-page document on how to complete it, what the process is. Maybe they're looking for a hybrid annuity long-term care product. Again, probably 4 or 5-page document out there explaining the benefits of those kind of plans. So a lot of financial calculators out there. If you're looking for a good fact finder, running into a situation, maybe a more specific estate planning one, or a business evaluation. All those kind of fact finders are out on that sales resource library as well. So if you ever want a quick guide through the website, you got to go out and register. Once you register and have access to the website, give myself or any of the marketers at IAMS a call. We'd be happy to give you a little walkthrough through the website. A couple years ago when the DOL was kind of looming over our heads, Stephen Charles said, hey, it's time to enter the other side of the business, the security side of the business. So we do have an RIA in this office as well. IAMS Wealth Management. Charles Jr., Mike Hansen, Joan, Sarah do a great job for our advisors. When we built this RIA, we really built it with the insurance producer in mind. A lot of us never wanted, insurance producers didn't really want to have to enter the security world, but um, unfortunately, a lot of uh, things have gone on and they're trying to kind of push us that direction. So wanted to make sure we had an outlet for all of our agents. As you go into a house and the client has 500,000 and maybe only 300 suitable for an annuity. If you're not doing something with that other 200,000, you're just allowing another financial advisor to come in and potentially steal the client. So we think it's a great outlet for our agents. I'm going to mention a couple things with this. Number one, if you've got your 65, 66 CFP, you can get registered with IAMS Wealth Management. But we've also, for those agents who maybe are studying or, looking to get out of the business and kind of fading out, maybe want to have this outlet still available, we do have a soliciting program. So with our soliciting program, as I talk about this, I am going to throw up the first poll question. If you want information on wealth management, just answer yes to the question, whether it be about the soliciting program or getting study materials or learning about our platform. Just answer yes, then Mike Hansen will follow up with you later today to see what questions he can get answered. But with the soliciting program, depending on the state you're in, if you refer those clients over to us, then we can um, service those clients for you and then pay you, depending on the state you're in, a portion of the fee that we charge to the client. So a good way for you to, build some management, clients under management if you're studying. And once you pass your exam, we'll transfer all those clients directly to you. Or like I said, if you're looking to get out of the business or just kind of slowing down and don't really want to get your 65, a good way to refer those clients over, know that you don't have potential of losing those clients and still potentially get paid on some of that business. So if you do want information on any of those, just go ahead and click answer the question yes. And like I said, Mike Hansen in Wealth Management or Sarah will give you a call later today to get those questions answered for you. Next, I'm going to talk about one of my favorite things, our life and annuity academies. I think this is a tremendous opportunity for agents in the field to, it's a 2.5-day, all expense paid life and annuity academy. It's not Annuities 101 or Life Insurance 101. This is in-depth concepts, techniques, ideas. How can we help you grow your business? We're going to bring in a lot of our top producers, or several of them. They're going to share exactly what they're doing to get in front of clients. They're going to share their marketing strategy. Maybe it be a seminar program, a radio program, a niche product that they've gone back and offered their long-term clients that have helped them increase revenue over the years. So they're there to help you guys build a marketing plan, talk with you about some unique ideas. Obviously, we co-sponsor this usually with a home office. The first one was supposed to be in May. Due to the coronavirus, it looks like that will be delayed till summer sometime. So we don't have the official dates right now, but we usually try and fit 3 or 4 of these in a year. Again, just a great opportunity, not only to get some good information, but also rub elbows with 40, 50 other guys out in the industry doing exactly what you're doing every day. So we think it's a really great opportunity. So if you are interested in coming to one of our academies, go ahead and answer yes. We'll send you out a pre-registration link. This just lets us know that you are interested, and then one of the marketers at IAMS will follow up with you to talk with you a little bit more about getting you set up with IAMS and getting you into one of these meetings. The only requirement we do require is depending on the carrier we're going to for the meeting, require that that contract is run through IAMS. Other than that, there's no production requirement. We're looking for agents who are really eager to grow their business, looking for assistance, and looking to partner with IAMS. When we help you grow your business, we grow ours. So I think it's a really great opportunity. We've been doing these for 10 plus years now, so had some great success. All right, just a couple more quick themes, but these are all fun things to talk about. Everyone loves to talk about trips, right? So we're going to talk about just two or three trips real quick, and then we'll jump into these products. First one is our Baja Oasis. It is an IAMS and Athene sponsored event. So all the business you write with Athene through IAMS counts toward this trip. It's going to be August this year, 26th through the 29th, down at the Montage in Cabo. So we're really excited about it. We love that Athene is willing to partner with us. and our advisors. So 3 million guarantees you and a guest a spot at the Montage. So again, 3 million. Qualification began July of last year and runs through June of this year. So still plenty of time to qualify. If you're curious where you stand on this, just give IAMS a call. Anyone who answers the phone should be able to get you where you stand. We should have March numbers out here in the next few days too. So we also have another trip, and this one is an IAMS specific trip. This one is going to be to Mexico as well. It's going to be March of 2021, though. We do an 18-month qualification here at IAMS for, sorry, someone just typed in a question. We do an 18-month qualification here at IAMS. So qualification again began in July of last year, but this one runs through December of this year. 3.5 million guarantees you and a guest a spot, March 7th through the 11th. So we're really excited about it. What's really cool about it is if you're going for Cabo and you write 3 million with Athene, that 3 million will not only count for Cabo, but will count for this as well. So we're really excited about that. Hope to have our biggest turnout of all this next year. So if you're curious where you stand, let us know. We'll let you know where you stand for trip credits. But all your life, annuity, med sup, any business you write with IAMS counts for credits toward this trip. We are going to do a second part to this trip though as well, and we're going to make it our elite group. So our top guys, 6.5 million qualifies you, 8.5 million guarantees you in a guest a spot. This trip will piggyback the other one. So we'll go March 11th through the 14th. It'll include golf, spa, everything included. It's just a really great way for IAMS to say thank you for the business you do with us. So we got a lot of agents vying for those top 15 spots to qualify for this trip. So again, if you're curious where you stand or have any questions in regards to the trips, give your marketer at IAMS a call and they'll be happy to answer those questions. All right, so let's dive into what we're talking about today. We're talking about increasing income, right? We're going to look at opportunities to give your clients better income opportunities. Like I mentioned, we're going to help clients keep up with inflation, hopefully through retirement. And we've seen an increased competition in this market space for these kind of products. More and more carriers are understanding that increasing income is a conversation we need to be having. And so we're seeing new products developed all the time with this concept in mind. What the client can expect from this, the opportunity to have increasing income. I think it's really important to talk about the second bullet point here, power to retain and control over their assets while receiving income. A lot of times clients get to that point where they want income and they say, hey, let's annuitize, or hey, let's get a SPIA, single premium immediate annuity. Well, what we're going to be looking at today is some options we have that keep that control in the client's hands. Because as you all know, when you sign a SPIA application, you're signing your destiny on the dotted line. If you decide to annuitize a contract, it is what it is and it will never change. Your client has lost all control of those assets. Whereas if we use a fixed index annuity with a lifetime income rider, with potentially having increasing, we're not only going to give them an income, but potential to also keep up with inflation and have complete control of their assets. You know, maybe grandma wants to take all the great grandkids to Disney a year. She can pull an extra 10,000 out of that policy and take all the kids on a nice trip. It would affect her income the following year, but she still has control of her money. She can choose to do that if she wants. So I think that's a really important thing is keeping the control in the client's hands. And they're going to have a income that's going to last as long as their retirement does. You know, it's not going to go away at age 90 or at age 95. It's going to live as long as they do. Like I mentioned, inflation's a reason why we're talking about this. It's something that's been a problem. It's not something that's going to go away. So as you can see here, I just threw the inflation table up from 2010 up to last year. And as you can see, it's something that we're going to forever struggle with. Price of milk today is not what it was 3 years ago. You know, a lot of different things, everything has gone up. So helping your clients keep up with this through retirement would be really important, I think. So we're going to look at 3 different products. The first product we're going to look at today is Athene's Ascent Pro Bonus 10 or 10 bonus. It's a mouthful real quick. I'm going to say each of these products I feel like have a time and a place where they're the best option or better option than others. So with Athene's product, minimum premium on this is $10,000. Issue ages go from age 35 to 80. The fee on this product is 1%. You can start income as early as 30 days after issue. It does work for both qualified and non-qualified money, and both for single and joint. A lot of people question me on that qualified and joint. I will say it is possible. You do have to move money like to like. But again, if it's moving from John Smith's name to John Smith's name and his wife Sally is the primary beneficiary, when he goes to turn on that income, he can elect to have a joint payout as long as she is the spouse and the primary beneficiary. It is also single premium. A lot of people have questions on that, so just want to let you know. With this product, we've got two choices. First, we got to pick how the money's going to grow. We're going to grow at a guaranteed rate, or we're going to do a small guaranteed rate with some multiplier in there. We'll dive into those in a minute. And then when you turn on income, you get to pick how it's going to pay out. Are we going to do a level payout? Are we going to do earnings index? Or are we going to do inflation adjusted? And like I said, we're going to dive into each of these options here in a few. All right. So one other thing I like to show on all my presentations are the different indexes we have available. You know, each company has their own indexes that they kind of partner with. Athene's made some recent changes, I think for the better. Morningstar and Janus just weren't performing the way we'd like to see them perform, and so did away with Janus, the Janus funds, and Morningstar, and they brought in a couple new strategies. So Athene's got not only traditional S&P strategies, but they do have some volatility control indexes with the S&P. They've still got the BNP Paribas. We've seen a lot of great returns out of that this year, a lot of double-digit returns. And then they've recently added a couple new strategies. They added one with the NASDAQ, which if you know what goes into the NASDAQ, it's a lot of the companies that we put money with all the time, Amazon, Starbucks, you know, a lot of the big corporations. And then they've got this new one that's an artificially intelligent equity index with IBM Watson. So we're looking at using technology. Um, they use they've with this strategy they look at about 1,000 of the largest companies in the U.S. They score those based on health information and a couple different categories, and then with their software can with the companies that score the highest, they invest money in the top 250. So some really unique strategies. A lot of them have I know NASDAQ has some fast contingents software that they use as well. And it's really unique to kind of watch how these all have responded and done during some of these or last couple of weeks, which have not been so pretty. So, um, really excited about the new strategies there. If you want more information, ask me when I give you a call later and I can get that emailed out to you. All right, so with Athene, like I said, you have two options. First option is how is it going to grow? Like I said, there is a guaranteed option where you get a 10% bonus on the benefit base and you grow at 10% simple, okay? That's not what we're looking at today. What we're looking at is this multiplier kind of effect. As you can see at the top of the screen here, you get a 7% simple guaranteed roll up no matter what. Oh, I forgot. You get 5% benefit base bonus. Then you grow at 7% simple guaranteed. But then you also have 200% participation. So let's just use the example that you earn 5% interest in year one. Well, 5 times 200% is 10 plus the 7. In that example, you would have had a 17% increase or growth on the benefit base that year. So, you know, the power of that interest participation as well can really benefit the client in multiple years. I saw one the other day. Client earned like 9.55%. Multiply that times two, almost 20% there. And then you add the 7. That was a really nice conversation to have with that client. So as you can see here, the yellow line is that guaranteed that we're not talking about really. As you can see, the blue line is what we're looking at. We're going to start a little lower out the gate because we have a little less of a bonus. But look at these dotted lines going up the screen. Even in the worst case scenario, you know, the guaranteed is only going to grow us in 10 years to 210,000, right? Well, over 10 years, even in the worst case scenario, you know, probably 2 or 3% interest, we still grew the client's benefit base over 10 years to 240,000. And on the higher side, looking at over 250, 270,000. So really a great opportunity. Yes, we're going to start a little lower, but with those interest credits being credited at multiplied times 2 plus the 7, great opportunities there as well. All righty. Oops. Sorry about that. All right. So now let's look at, I don't know what happened here. This questions thing could go away. All right. So then we're going to look at, that's how the policy grows. Now we're going to look at how the policy pays out. So when you, like I said, you pick at time of application how it's going to grow. When we go to turn on the income, you're going to get 3 options. You can pick level, which is it is what it is. As you can see here, 82.95 guaranteed for all your life. It's never going to change. It's never going to go up. It is what it is. A lot of clients like that because it's guaranteed. And usually the payout percentages are a little higher on the level. But what we're going to talk about, and my favorite, is the earnings index. So with the earnings index, this gives you the opportunity to have increases to your income based on any interest that's credited. So 4% interest earned, you get a 4% bump. One thing I will mention is when you do these kind of options, a lot of times your payout percentage is affected. So with Athene, you do start with a lower payout. On the other one, we started at 8,000 something. Here we're starting at 7. But look at over the 10 years, we grew from 7, up to almost 9 in the worst case scenario, or closer to 10 in the best case scenario, a better situation. So again, helping that client keep up with inflation. I love those phone calls when an agent calls me and tells me that client got too much money. Really, when you do some research, they earned some interest and they got an increase in their income. So those are really great conversations to be having with people. So option 1 is level. Option 2 is the earnings index, which is based on interest. And option 3 is an inflation adjusted. With the inflation adjusted, they monitor the CPIU inflation index, and anytime there is an increase in that is when your client would see an increase in income. As you can see, you start much, much lower. You will look at payout percentages here in a few minutes, but you start much lower when you're looking at the inflation adjusted. But as you saw in the inflation table, it's something that's going to be pretty consistent line up. So again, we're starting lower, but we're going on up as well. So personally, my favorite with Athene is the earnings index. When I'm running illustrations, we're talking about earnings index and increasing income. I usually encourage them to do option 2, which is that 7% simple with 200% multiplier with the earnings index. Now, maybe you got a client who only is going to be waiting 2 years to take income. Well, then maybe we look at option 1 because we get that 10% for sure, a little bit better. But then definitely when it comes to turning on the income, we want to talk about earnings index. All right, so the way I illustrated this, I think time and place is a good thing. Athene is going to be that spot for those clients who maybe want to defer 5, 7 years, then turn on income, and they want increasing income. We've got a lot of products in the industry, the Agility, Allianz 222, that are good for 10-year deferral. And we're going to look at some options that are really good for immediate income. But for that middle of the road, there's just not a lot of great options. So this Ascent product is a good fit for that. I got to show you the guaranteed with 0 interest, and then we'll show you the potential of the product. But hypothetically speaking, $500,000 going in, age 65. I'm showing turning on income at age 70. No matter what happens in the industry, we can guarantee him $26,950. Now, with some interest, this is showing about a 3.5% return each year. Instead of 26, we're looking at starting at 32,000 if you look right here. Not only that, but as you can see here, look at this income amount goes up every single year. Well, most years. It kind of goes up every 2 years because I allocated probably more so to 2-year strategies. But even once this cash account hits 0, death benefits gone, your client's still receiving money and it's still going up. That's the power of increasing income. Those are the kind of conversations we need to be having with clients. Payout percentages are always really important. You can have the biggest bonus, biggest roll up, and if your payout percentage isn't there, it's not going to be a good situation. So I have agents call all the time saying, hey, I want this product because it has a big bonus and a big roll up. Okay, I'll send you that. But a lot of times I've got something that'll win with a smaller roll up and then no bonus because their payout percentage is more important. So you always want to be mindful of what the payout percentages are. As you can see here, there's 3 different sets: level, inflation adjusted, and earnings index. So, about 60 basis point difference between the level and the earnings index. All right, second product we're going to look at today. This is a limited distribution product that you can get available through IAMS. I think there's about 7, 8 other FMOs out there that do have access to this product, and that's it. So we're really excited to have this in our portfolio. With this product, you do have a $25,000 minimum. Issue ages on this product are from 50 to 78. The rider fee on this is 1.1. 30 days after issue, you can start income on this as well. It works for both non-qualified and qualified funds, single and joint, again, and it is single premium as well. All right, so with this product, it's a little different. There's no bonus on it. The way it works is that during deferral, we're going to double any interest earned. So 200% multiplier during deferral. 6% interest earned equals 12% credit on the benefit base. 5% in this example times 2 would mean 10% over on the benefit base. Once you activate income, then we match. So we double during deferral. Once you activate the income, we match interest. Just like Athene, the earnings index, 5% interest earned would have been a 5% increase. Same thing here. So here's how we look at it. As you can see in this example here, at age 61, the first year, they earned 2.52% interest. Well, you multiply it times 2, and the benefit base would have gone up by 5.04. In the next year, 12.63 got credited to the client. Multiply it times 2 and 25%. As you can see, when 0, it just stays the same. So that's how it's going to work during deferral. Once we activate income, we match. So let's just say we took income right away. You can see here our income right out the bat was $4,800. Okay, well, we earned 2.52, multiply times 1, 2.52. You can see our benefit base went up by 2.52%, right? We're going to get the same payout percentage. In this example, they're using a 65-year-old payout percentage was 4.8. So originally they got 4.8 out of 100,000. Well, now they're going to get the same payout percentage just off a larger amount of money. So off of 102,000 instead. You can see that rose their income by about $121 annually. Okay, this is an example kind of like what I saw the other day. Client earned, not quite as nice as one I saw the other day, but I saw one where client earned 16.1% interest, and they had a 16% interest increase or income increase over here. It was just amazing. The client was thrilled. So in this example, though, 12.63 was credited. You get it credited to the income base. Again, our payout percentage is still 4.8, but we're going to get 4.8 out of 115,000 instead of 100. As you can see, the income there went up by about $600 annually. That's $50 a month. Good conversation to be having with your client. As you can see here, no interest was earned the next year. Look at our income stayed the same. Once your income goes up, it will never go back down. All right, I love this slide. It's probably one of my favorites. I think it tells, pictures. I love pictures, right? Kids love pictures, when they're reading books. As adults, we like pictures too. I think with clients, a lot of agents don't write these products because it's more to explain to a client. So I think that this picture kind of paints the whole thing out for us in a graph. So again, 62-year-old is what we're doing here. You can see here the first year, 3% interest earned. Look at, we doubled because we're in the deferral period. This kind of lighter gray area here is deferral. We're going to turn on income here at 67, and we'll talk about the rest here in a second. But so during deferral, 3%, look at, we doubled it. All right, you didn't earn anything, Miss Smith, in year 2, so it just stays the same. Year 3, we got 4, so we multiplied times 2 and got 8. Okay, then we get to this point where we're turning on income. I will mention this purple line that goes down is your cash account. And we'll talk about that here in a second. But age 67, we activate income. Client earns 4% interest. Look, we got a 4% bump in our income. Zeros for a couple of years stayed the same. Then we earned 5%. We went up by 5%. I think it's a good way to just show the client the difference in the products. With this product though, once that cash account does hit zero, we stop growing. So, in this situation, we gave the client 14 years of increasing income, and then it leveled out at this highest income for the rest of their life. With AIG, we've got a lot of different indexing options as well. You got your S&P, they've got the Russell 2000. They've got 3 other indexes that are volatility controlled. Merrill Lynch Strategic Balance Index has been one that's been performing amazing lately. Last I checked, for the 1-year return, even with all these dips we had in the market, was still up 11.5% for the 1-year return. So clients renewing in that right now are thrilled, even with the crashes we've had and things like that, are thrilled because they're still seeing positive returns. That's nice thing about volatility control indexes, that when the market gets outside of its little bubble of volatility, we slide over to cash. We protect you from all that downside in those indexes. And then they've got one that's the PIMCO Global Optima Index. What's unique about this index is it is a total return index. A little bit of US, small, mid, and large cap. It's got some emerging markets in there, and it's got some international. So total return index, though, meaning you're going to earn those dividends in that strategy as well. I think of that kind of as our home run index. So, it's not going to hit double digits all the time, but when it does hit, you should see some nice returns. And then they've got this Alliance Bernstein index that we just recently added, which is a mix of global stocks and bonds. So with the combination, we'll see here in the illustration, I kind of spread it out between several indexes. I think with these kind of products, right, every time we get increasing income every time interest is earned. So if we diversify, we all know that not all these indexes are going to hit every year. So diversifying it a little bit in 1-year, 2-year strategies within a couple of the indexes results in more, just in general, more years of interest credited, which means more years of increasing income. So here on this one, obviously, I got to show you the zeros. Again, I think time and place for this product is for the client who says, hey, I need income and I need it now. I think that's the time where this is important. When guys call me for SPIAs, I always am like, okay, I'll send it to you, but I always send this as well because I think it's really important to have those conversations with your client about keeping control of your money and the potential for increases. So again, guaranteed wise, 27,750, no matter what happens. But here's the non-guaranteed. Like I said, I did allocate this within a couple different indexes. So I use the Merrill Lynch, I use PIMCO and Alliance Bernstein. Again, we're going to start. On this, I showed income starting right away, right? 27,750 was your first year income. Okay. In year 1, at age 71, you can see here credited interest, 4.25. Well, if you slide over here to the income base, again, that 500 was what we originally had. Now we're up to 521, 250. Same payout percentage, just offer a larger amount of money. That increase of about 4.25 gave your client, it's $100 a month increase on their income. We went up about $1,200 here. As you can see, that continues. Again, I talked about diversification. Are all these index credited interest rates amazing? No. But what I can say is that how many years in the first 15 years did we have nothing credited? Only 1 year. So we gave your client a pay raise every single year except for one, up until the cash account depleted. As you know, with these products, since we're paying more and more each year, that cash account will deplete. This isn't the product that, hey, Mr. Agent, I want to pass money on to my kids. This isn't the best spot for that. We'd want to split the money up, give some of the money to the income product, and put somewhere else to pass some of the money to pass on to the kids. Because with this product, you are going to run out. I mean, the cash value will run out. But look at, even when it runs out, we've went from 27,000. We grew their income by almost, over $20,000 over a period of 15 years. And then they receive that income for the rest of their life. Now, I will point out one thing. A lot of people look down at this 2.27 down here on the credited interest rate. I will let you know that if you look here, there's a lot of zeros here. So that's an average. I did have Ashton, when he built this slide, kind of let me know what the actual percentage was. And we illustrated this, as you can see over here, 3.79. So taking out those zeros and giving you the true about return that we were illustrating, it's around a 3.79. So again, illustrating these very conservatively. If I wanted to blow your socks off, I'd put 100% in one strategy, make the illustration look super cool, but that's, I'm trying to speak realistically. Even with a 3 to 4% return, Miss Client, we can grow your income by $20,000 hypothetically over 15 years. Those are the conversations we want to be having with people. What's exciting about AIG is that regardless if you do their guaranteed level income rider, or you do this multiplier, you have the same payout percentage. From what I know in the industry, I think they're the only carrier that has one set of payout percentages. Well, two, because of the single and joint, as you can see on the screen, but they don't ding you for taking increasing income, which gives them a huge advantage. We were looking at an age 65 over at Athene at what, 3.35, 65 over here, 4.8. Tremendous difference. That makes a huge difference. So for those clients, especially, I running into more and more people wanting to retire early, 62, 63, younger ages. Well, if they want income immediately and you run a SPIA, it's not going to look pretty because of their life expectancy. So a lot of times I've actually come out on top with an indexed annuity. Or the conversation goes something like, Miss Client, are you willing to give up $50 a month for the potential to have increasing income for the next 10 to 15 years? I haven't had a person tell me no yet. Do you want this lose all control and have a set fixed amount, or let's give up $50 a month to have the potential to increase our income for the next 15 years? I have never been told no on that from my clients. So really exciting story to tell. So again, this would be your product for when you want clients who want income and they want it right away. Pardon me just a second, I'm going to take a drink real quick. All right, and the third product we're going to look at today is North American's IncomeChoice 10. North American's A+ rated carrier. With this product, you do have a minimum of 20,000. Issue ages on this product are 40 to 79. Here's the exciting part. There is no fee. How many of us have clients that say, hey, I want something that may give me an income, but I don't want any fees? They're sick of fees. Their old VA that they paid 3 or 4% on, they're over it. They don't want any fees going forward. A great option to look at. With this product, you do have to wait 1 year before you can take income. It does work for qualified and non-qualified money, both single and joint. And it is a flexible premium product, so they can add to it, which is really exciting. So with this product, they're going to give you a 2% bonus on your benefit base. Nothing too exciting, but still free. And then they do stacking roll-ups or participating in participation. So you get a 2% guaranteed roll-up every year, plus 150% of interest earned. So much like Athene, where it was 7 and 200% for a 1% fee, here we're going 2% guaranteed, 150% participation. All right, so I love, again, we talked about pictures. Again, I think this is a good picture because clients a lot of times when we're talking about income riders can't wrap their mind around two different values. So I think this kind of helped paint the picture. North American did a nice, simple job with this slide. So as you can see on the left side is our benefit base. The right side is our accumulation value. We put 100,000 in, 100,000 is 100,000. Now, you do get a 2% bonus on that benefit base. But a lot of times when people I hear people call me, oh, my client's getting a 20% bonus. All right, well, it's probably on the benefit base. No, it's on the cash side. No, it's probably on the benefit base. A lot of clients are confused. They don't know what they're getting sometimes. So I think it's really important that we explain it to them. Miss Client, you put 100,000 in, your accumulation value day one's 100, your benefit base though is 102. If you die, your beneficiary is getting 100. If you turn on income, we're using 102. Those are the conversations we need to make sure of we're explaining to clients. So again, you get 2% bonus. So as you can see there, and then let's just say in this example, they said 3% interest was earned in the first year. So if you do 3% times 150, you get 4.5 plus the guaranteed 2. And then you'd see that your benefit base is going to go up to 108,000. Well, the 3% is what got applied to the accumulation value, though. So I think it's just a great way to help them understand that, again, after year 1, if you die, your beneficiary is getting 103. If we turn this into income, we're going to use this number. I always say it's kind of like a fictitious number that's literally there just to determine what your income is going to be. So yeah, that's that slide. I think it's another way, though, just to put it in a picture form instead of a bunch of words that they don't understand. Okay, so with North American, we got a lot of different indexing options. They're pretty traditional over at North American, so a lot of S&P strategies you'll see, but they do have the S&P Mark V excess return. We've seen some really nice returns. I think North American put out an email yesterday that the average return on that index was around 9% or somewhere around there last year on a lot of their VersaChoice, which is another product of theirs. So again, some really great potential to earn some really nice interest with this product. All right, so again, we got to show you the guaranteed. On this product, I just showed it for the client who want for turning on income after 1 year. You know, they want immediate income or pretty quick income, but they don't want any fees. Again, it's not going to be as competitive as some of the others, but we're giving it to them for no cost. So you put 500,000 in at age 70 and you just wait till age 71 to turn on income. We'll be able to guarantee you $21,000 no matter what. And then we throw a little bit of interest in there. And instead of 21,000, we're looking at starting at with 24,000. And not only that, but as you can see, every time you earn interest, that income goes up. Theirs also continues to grow even once that cash account hits 0. So increasing income for no fee is a great conversation to be having with clients. We often have clients who don't really know what they want out of a product, or they think they want something, not sure, you know. This is a good conversation to have with them. Here are the payout percentages for North American. Again, like Athene, there's 2 different sets here, one for level. You can choose level income on this product as well. I didn't show that because we're talking about increasing income. But as you can see, the increasing income is 1 point different on the payout percentage. Again, payout percentages are really important. So again, at that age 65 that we've kind of been comparing to people, you know, they're kind of in the ballpark down with Athene when it comes to increasing income. That's where AIG, that's their shining stars, their payout percentages. So anyway, with that, I'm going to throw up one last poll question for you all real quick. If you do want information on the products we covered today, if we answer yes to the question, my assistant, Ashton, will send you out the materials that we put out here today, including some of the graphs and things like that. He'll send you rates, product brochures, and he'll send those out today following the webinar. And then, like I said, I will follow up with each of you guys individually following or later today or first thing tomorrow. So I appreciate you taking time out of your day. And I know there were some questions that got typed in. One thing people did ask is, are income payouts based on single or joint? Income payout is always, if it's ran as joint, it is always based on the younger person's age. So if you got a husband 65 and a wife 62, payout percentage is going to be based on the wife. So yeah, that was the only real question I got answered. If you have any others, hopefully you jot them down. I'll give you a call later today or tomorrow. Have a great day.